watching it on the online. I must thank PMC channel for covering the entire program online, live, and of course the edited version will be on the YouTube a little later, depending upon when SUNYOGA ji will give approval to the edited version. I must take the opportunity to remember a great spiritual master, Subhash Patriji, the founder of the PSSM movement, Pyramid Society movement. It is the 38th day after he attained Samadhi. And in a very critical point of my life, I went into Vipassana meditation. My colleague, Mr. Sri Kumar, is here. When I found there was nobody with me, I had to support my staff and also facing all sorts of threats and problems. But that Vipassana meditation gave me enormous inner strength. That's a different story. But here, by chance meeting with Brahmarshi, he said, how did you spend 10 days Vipassana meditation, early morning to late in the night? You have to be 2 simple meals, they give 2 meals, and thereafter you have to be sitting. First 3 days you can talk a little bit, but thereafter 7 days no talk at all. So at that 10 days, it's difficult to start with, but he said I could not stay more than a day, Patriji said. But he said the first day itself, I found it was good enough. That's called, first 3 days you observe only your incoming breath, outgoing breath. Next 7 days you watch the sensations in the body, observe them without any reaction. Neither get excited nor feel sorry or sad about it. He said only one day I found it was enough. I don't know how you managed to sit through 10 days and all that. But then he perfected that art of simple meditation. We are involved in all spiritual movements. All of them are doing a great job. The world needs it more than ever before, even today. That is for the peace of the individual, harmony in the family, in the society, then also caring for the environment and other forms of life, and for the global peace also. So he simplified it. And after that, he said that was good enough, and he went from door to door. Nobody was interested to start with. That takes 40 years back. Then he gave up his job and village to village in Andhra Pradesh first. And also he discovered the virtue of meditating under the pyramid. I had gone with him to the Giza pyramid in Cairo also. Even there, the burqa-clad women used to come and sit for the meditation of his classes. They are small and big, about 20,000 pyramids have been built. Some home, some were very big. The largest being, it was in Bangalore. It's called Pyramid Valley International. Few years back, the local media went for which is the best campus in Bangalore. They put this as number 1, even above Vedanta Soda and other things. And later on, the largest pyramid has come up near Bangalore, Hyderabad airport, where 5,000 people can sit inside and meditate. And that's where he left the body ultimately. So it is this Ana-Pana-Sati meditation started by a simple, ordinary individual. Because of his commitment, when he found so much of peace, harmony of the body, mind and spirit and health, he said, no, this joy should be spread to as many as possible. He has created many masters now. People are traveling all over the world. I know of meditators in almost all parts of the country. When he used to tell me, I want to make it Dhyana Andhra Pradesh, then Dhyana Bharat. I thought he's a good man, he's thinking all this, but he has run it. It's spread all over now. And he said, Dhyana Jagath, I want to convert this. So his people are there everywhere. One of his disciples is there in Vietnam last 1 month because he's going from village to village. There's so much a demand. Because simplest form of meditation. You don't need any great scholarship, wisdom and all that. man on the street, he said, you should be able to do it. He used to come and stay with us earlier, and flutes and all that. And his gatherings are thousands of people. Year end, he has various places. About 50,000 people used to attend. On a lot of his pressure, I used to go sometimes and all that. In Telugu and PMC Hindi, we are near back. We now getting hundreds of thousands of followers. Now this is covered by the PMC. In front of me, very good to us and all that. Remember, there are many masters. This world needs many types of possibilities of us first creating a harmony between our own mind, body, mind, and spirit first. People, thousands, morning meditation. Sometimes I join and see response from doctors from A to Z. They say we have either given up, or they say we have bring down our consumption of medicine. I remember a lot of children, even a 9-year-old Vikasini, Vicky we call her. She was there last 2 years, and she said, my performance improved in the school to the extent I am the class number 1. And they asked and said, no, I am doing this meditation. See, early morning means late in the night in America. I think it was in some place, I forget the name of the place. But then she used to be there before the parents, and she was there till the end of the sharing. And she has returned to me, and then I correspond with her. She said, when the teacher is under 10, she said, Vicky, put me through some meditation. And she is teaching younger children also. These are all reality, So unless I'm convinced about it, I don't support. There's no power on earth. No money can make me say something. And one of those people who followed is our Mr. Guy of, the largest publisher of books, oldest publishing house also. One of my messages, when I said, they used to, because they look out to me so well when I go to the Pyramid Valley. Many people look out to me, particularly one very successful software entrepreneur, Chandra, and his wife, Mani, used to almost, because, friend of their guru, they were all the time with me. And during the pandemic, he said, sir, we want to start the online meditation program. There's no possibility of people going there. So just to oblige them, because they were good to me, early morning, I inaugurated it and stayed on. I found it interesting. They stayed on for a few days every morning. Then I shared it with few people, my WhatsApp. Then, I find them, all of them are not new to meditation. We are all involved in Isha Yoga, Art of Living, Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga, Ananda, Kriya Yoga, all that. But we found it very simple. Though he was a beginner at that time, Chandra. So then I shared it first. Then many people who trusted my word joined. And it's a free meditation, because he said, Vipassana master Satyanarayana Goenkaji, you brought back Vipassana back from Burma to India. I asked him, 10 days of stay, 2 meals a day, you don't charge. He said, what is the life transforming? How can I put any value on that? People want to give. But then after that, a friend of mine, I will not mention the name here, he sent 10 lakhs of rupees to them because he must continue this process. They came to me and like that, many people are doing it now. It is now PMC channel. So I must remember, now coming back to our subject, I will, because I don't want to miss any point, so allow me to read what I have prepared now. SUNYOGA, the technique of looking with open eyes towards the sun as a form of meditation, has long been a mystery, kept in secret. So the strong energies we can harness would not be abused. SUNYOGA or sun meditation is a simple but extremely powerful spiritual method with the potential to save humanity from its own self-destruction. Sanyogi Umashankarji will explain how he acquired his own superpowers through SUNYOGA and share examples of how people from all around the world have benefited from this practice. He teaches how SUNYOGA can activate SUDARSHAN CHAKRA and how it can be used effectively to clear out negativities in our lives. SUDARSHAN CHAKRA Disk of auspicious vision is a spinning celestial disk with 108 serrated edges attributed to Vishnu and Krishna in the Hindu scriptures. The Sudarshan Chakra is described as the most powerful weapon of the cosmos. Quite a lot is written about it in Mahabharata. Sudarshan Chakra is Sahasar, and it is around a foot above on the body, above the head of human being. When Kundalini invokes, sails up and opens the Ajna, third eye center, is something that concentrates upon our breath. Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation I mentioned to you, that's also all on the breath actually. It establishes a coordination between our body, mind and soul, a combination of breathing technique and pranayama. Sudarshan Kriya Yoga comes with many health benefits. About the speaker SUNYOGA himself, is a living proof we can live on sun energy and survive even in extreme term climates, temperature with minimum clothing. You saw him today. I had taken him to Kailasana 10 years back, Swami?
Yes.
Almost.
2005 or 2006.
All right. So I wanted to test him. We on my second visit to Kailasana, first time my daughter came, long back when I was young, I was 50. So when I went with my son, he came like this. And 15 days, those days he was not eating any food, water, nothing. Because he was staying with me. And came up to Manasarovar. There he was lying like this on, you will see some of the photos here, on the glacier. And when all of us had high altitude sickness, he was treating us with acupressure. Because I was convinced about that. And then even now, most of the time he's in the Himalayas, he does some research on his own. In search of the great wisdom, he went higher among the snow peaks of the Himalayas, where he had the vision of Mahavatar Babaji, the ageless saint, those who believe in it, but he totally believes in it. My friend Rajnikant also goes on in a way, star. He says when he goes to the Mahavatar Babaji cave and meditates, he gets some ideas, and when they produce, they are the most successful films. That is a belief. There are a lot of people believe in it. Despite growing up in poverty and struggling for food to start with and education, he found answers to some of our existential questions and acquired feelings of bliss, calm, and energy. The man, I never saw him tired at the end of the day. Even at that time at high altitude without food also, he was always full of energy. He reveals how he discovered the technique of looking towards and connecting with the sun, a technique that can solve many problems and provide rapid spiritual progress. So many people said you will lose your eyesight, but he has been tested again and again in one of the best eye hospitals, and they found his eyesight perfect. And also in Europe also, I have seen him, a lot of doctors, scientists coming and taking classes with him. Shankar spent over 6 years barefoot, walking across all the states of India with no possessions, in extreme temperatures, living long periods without food or water, I mentioned to you, deriving all his sustenance directly from the sun. By the year 1996, he mastered and started to share the practice of SUNYOGA, a method for connecting to the divine supreme soul by establishing direct contact with the sun through open eye meditation. He has been traveling all over India and many countries abroad, teaching SUNYOGA meditation. Once he was imprisoned in Iran. They thought he is a spy. And ultimately, he knew nobody, not even language, but at the time he'll explain to you how he came out and all that. He said, I don't know how I came out. So what is, briefly, the technique of looking with open eyes towards the sun as a form of meditation has long been a mystery. I mentioned to you. Sorry, I already covered it now. Yes. Now, we have another distinguished personality, a very simple, humble person, Dr. Vikas Saxena. He's a distinguished scientist approved, no? An associate of Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He had worked with him in the DRDO. He is a B.Tech Roorkee, M.Tech IIT Kanpur, PhD IIT Madras. Advanced certification in artificial intelligence and machine learning. 37 years of research experience in defense technologies. Former director of DMRL, DRDO, Ministry of Defense. 7 international patents for first time in DRDO history, which were as part of his PhD at IIT Madras Personal Applied Research. Led 4 international collaborations with world-class foreign defense labs in Russia, Canada, France, and US Air Force. 3 years of research experience working with top scientists at many places at Rafale, Paris. Rafale is very much in the news today, France. Conceived projects jointly with Air Force, saving about 6,000 crores to Indian Air Force for aircrafts, engines, Sukhoi, MiG, Mirage, AN-82, etc. Many decorations, including United Nations Gold Medal for Meritorious Inventions, SAIL Gold Medal, distinguished professorship at the prestigious Indian Institute of Science even today. Presently, distinguished visiting professor at IIT Bombay and IIT Roorkee. Chairman, Bureau of Indian Standards. Chairman, Steering Committee, Aeronautical Research and Development Board, Ministry of Defense. In several MOD committees under Defense Offices and Industrial Consultancy. Vipassana meditator for the last 3 decades. Associated with Swami Sanyogi Ji for the last more than a decade, trying to understand more scientific aspects of Sunyoga and other spiritual systems. Contemplating few yoga research projects for our Indian soldiers in high altitude area. With scientific neuroscience-based studies, including brain mapping with respect to DRDO labs in Delhi. Also apart from that, assisting very poor village children, mostly abandoned children near Mathura and Vrindavan area, Eastern UP also, giving scholarships and all that. He says he lives a simple life with a government pension he lives with his wife. His children are well employed now. He says he spends his honorarium from IITs and industries, consultancy goes towards these poor children. Okay. Now, the first Swamiji will speak for an hour. Then Dr. Vikas will present for about 15-20 minutes. And thereafter, I'm going to mention, they will come on the stage later on. Axel Johnson, please get up. Yeah, he's from Sweden. Okay. Master's degree in biotechnology by Chaiye. Please sit down. Food and health from Chalmers University in Sweden. Military service, studying nuclear, biological, and chemical weapon sanitation. Self-taught professional online poker player, 10 years. Forest works, brushing, planting, and all that. Traveled to 45 countries, explored their culture. Focused on self-development, becoming a personal relationship coach. Dedicated his life to Sanyogi and the Sunyoga organization at the Universal Peace Center at Lachipur in West Bengal. He does a lot of help to him and all that. Now, another person, just briefly, he will speak about 5 minutes after that. And also, I want to introduce another lady, Smita Chatterjee. She has traveled all the way from West Bengal. Has done her MA in History and Education. She will, maybe if there is time, she'll explain. With 10 rupees in her hand to start with, from a good family, but she wanted to be independent. Now she is running 7 colleges, education, law, etc. Deeply involved in activities of Sanyogi at his Universal Peace Mission. In fact, she looks after the day-to-day.
Sarvesham Santir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino Sarve Santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. My dear brothers and sisters of the universe, it's a great opportunity for me. I get chance to stand in front of you, share my some knowledge with you. First, I want to give my heartful respect to my parents. Those are bring me this Mother Earth, give me chance to experience something. Parents are our God, real God, physical God. When we get chance to born in mother womb, that time, all parents was connected with the cosmic consciousness with God. So, at our very beginning stage, they connected with the God, and then we could come here, this Mother Earth. So they are our God too. So we should give respect to them, and they are our the life first steps, our foundation. If we forget them, how much building we may build, it will fall down. So my dear brothers and sisters, this is my humble request to all of us. This is our first step of our life. To our parents, we should bow down our head to their lotus feet. And we could get chance to purifying ourselves very easily. Each parents, they give blessings to the children to unconditionally. So we should bow down to our head to our parents. Next, I should bow down to my head to the great Saint Mahavatar Babaji from childhood, who is holding my hand and bringing me to this dais. And everything what I will share, I may become an instrument of him. What he guide me, teach me, I will try to share my best. Next, my humble, that thankful, grateful to great honorable person, dear Karthikeyanji. And he is protecting me as his son. We met 2004 in Annamalai University. And from that time, we are heart to heart connected, and he is protecting to me. So I should give respect all of the audience. Great souls are in front of me. You have given me chance to share some of my experience. I'm grateful to all of you. Now I'm coming to my point, starting point. It's a great fortune and great things we are going to share. Sun power, SUNYOGA's power. And it was 1995 when I was in Pondicherry Arvinda Ashram. At that time, in morning, 6:30 to 8 o'clock, that time I went to the seashore to look the sea waves, to get some knowledge from the nature. Unfortunately or fortunately, I can say this is my fortune. I got a chance. Sunlight was reflected by the sea water and it came to my eye. And then it was paining, giving me, burning my all the bodies. Then Newton's third law came to my mind. Every action has there is equal and opposite reaction. That means how much troubles are there behind the troubles, that much higher success are waiting. Then I was very peaceful inside. And from there, this was started in 1995. And slowly, I saw the water molecules inside the water. Then from the molecules, that light came to me, touched to me. And then I started looking directly sun. And first I saw sun was totally blank. There was nothing. Light was disappeared. Then there was 7 colors ray was coming out from the center point of the sun. And it touched to me and bring me to here. And this way, SUNYOGA was got discovered to in there. This is the Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji. Can I take this microphone? Hello, hello. Yes. So Mahavatar Babaji is a great saint, and we comes to know from at Yogananda Paramahansaji's book and childhood. I read this book, and that was my first inspiration for that spiritual journey. And Yogananda Paramahansaji, that autobiography, we comes to know how Lahiri Mahasaya, Samacharan Lahiri Mahasaya was get blessings from the Mahavatar Babaji. And after that, his channel, then Yukteswar Giriji Maharaj, and then Yogananda Paramahansa Yoganandaji was got vision. Mahavatar Babaji is a great saint who is still alive. He can transfer his body to the light form, and from the light form, again, he can rebuild his body when that somebody wants, somebody can receive his energy. Then he appeared physically and teach, and then he again to convert to the cosmic body. I'm also great fortune. Physically, I got twice in darshan in Himalayas. I'll be share with you. So this is our Jatra with Kailas Jatra with Kartikeyanji. And it was a great experience. And there is another one great saint in Coimbatore. What was the name? Murdachal Swamiji. And that was our conference 2005. And some lots of people are there from Ana-Pana-Sati universities, from the Vedaranyam. And here is a Maulana, that Sakil Rajanuri, who came from the Kargil. And when I was walking journey all over the India, 6 years and 3 months, 62,000 kilometers, I was walked down. That time I met him and he came to our village. Here, Kartikeyanji was, we got the blessings of him. He was also, went to our Universal Peace Center in the village, our Lachipur, near the Lachipur village, and he was 2019 in France also, we got him there. So this was 2019 and in the France, the conference. And where this, how discover the SUNYOGA, it was very interesting things. And I told you, it was in Pondicherry, how at beginning, time is very short. And after just 1 year, this is my own retreat time, means for the own sadhana time. But this time I felt not only for myself, it is for the societies also. So that's why I came for 1 day here for this, and some another work also I have seen. Again, I will go back there. So SUNYOGA, I'll come details how SUNYOGA can be help to others and how it was came out. And it is very easy process. You know, when I went to the seashore to know the some knowledge from the ocean, and when sunlight was came to me, and then it was very trouble, and then I got discover how our normal people can do that without trace and without problem. This is so simple. 3 instructions we have to follow. First instruction, we need not to look directly sun, but we have to look the sun. Then what we have to do? We have to make eyeball up and focusing from the center point of eyebrow, then retina protected. There is no danger. We are receiving by the white part of our eye. And another one things, when we are looking by the physical eye has a very limitation. So we can, very minimum energy we can receive. But when we put on the third eye angle, 3 eye is connected, cosmic eye also connected, then 100% energy we can receive. This is the first instruction. Second instruction is a very important part. What should be our feeling at that moment when we are looking at the sun? So there will be most of us, we are feeling nature is a God, sun is a God, of course. But when in our home, we put God in the somewhere up, and we are looking, sitting from far distance, and we are trying to connecting. So that take longer time. It is possible, but it took long time. That's why here we are making that friendship with the sun. We should give respect to the sun as a God, as Krishna and Arjuna's that relationship. Arjuna used to give respect to the Krishna as a God, but used to talk heart to heart as a friend. So similarly, we'll make friendship with the sun. We'll talk from the heart to heart. That is the second instruction. Third instruction. So when we are looking the sun, then energy will come and some experience will come. But we should not expect. But what is coming, we should accept. These 3 instructions is very, very important. And then preparing the mind, and then we have to look the sun, and this is process. By theoretically, we should not do practice. We do practice with the proper guidance, and we have a lots of teachers, and those can be guiding, and they have a 7-level course. So that we can guide, and there we have a book also, their instruction is there, you can get it. So this was my walking journeys, that route, and it was started from Pondicherry, and all the state of the India, all the state I was covered, and then it was end in West Bengal here. So it took 6 years and 3 months, and 62,000 kilometers I was crossed, and that was my great fortune. When I could get chance to get the snow, then I used to lie down and enjoy it. And that time it was minus 30 degrees snow, and but I was very comfort, because at that time, before already I was minus 45 degrees centigrade temperature alone, and now it's minus 30 degrees, so 15 degree increase the temperature. So that was my comfortness. And you can see where I used to stay. And if I share in 1 year experience, honestly, I can say 72 hours continue. I need to talk, just giving my only 1 or 2% experience, just single year experience. What last year I got it. But we should give respect time, and we will be try to as much short way, gist way to give you message, and that will be my try. So where that I got the Babaji's vision on the light, and it was in Topobon. And this is the Kedattal, and some our high altitude mountain, and this is some photography of mine, and when I in the Himalayas and different places. And 2001 and 2002, when I 21 to 22, where I am just now doing, this is the Bhojbasa, near the Bhojbasa. And Himalayas, some pictures you can see. And this is the cave where I used to stay now. This is the cave where I living now. And this is near Gomukh. And you can see this is the very good fortune for me, this picture. It is a very rare picture. One bird was sitting and another bird was flying down, and that time I got a chance exactly on the top of the bird. And you can see this is the bear, brown bear in the Himalayas. So flowers, and it's a very, very beautiful flower and rare flower. We can see, just we will little wet. They are doing their best to give us the nice color. Do you know this flower? Called Brahma Kamal. It's a very, very auspicious flower and very great flower. Yeah, once a year. It's a once a year, just 15-20 days after finish. Yeah. And now we are coming the yoga. What is yoga? What is the purpose? Sun Yoga. So yoga is a connection between soul to supreme soul, inner cosmos to universal cosmos, inner mind to universal mind, and inner nature to universal nature. It's a union. Yoga is a union. So it is in and out balance. And it is the lifelong process. Most of the people, we are thinking sometime we did the exercise, sometime pranayama, 1 hour, half an hour, that's enough. No. Are we connected with the cosmic consciousness whole life or not? Are we connected or not? That means yoga is whole lifelong process, not only the single second or single hour's practice. So we have to unite it. How we can step by step, that is, there the 8 steps are there. Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. And so there will be that the 3 instructions what I was talked to you. There is gist way, it is written here, and before I was told you 3 instructions. And you can see the baby, children, how nicely they are doing. And there nowadays at least 3 million people are practicing all over the world. Nobody lost their eyesight. Because of there some protection is there, we have to follow the instruction. Children are, when they do the practice, one research I have done, those children used to get the 50% mark in this class, average. 3-month Sun Yoga practice after, average people used to get the 80% mark in this, their school. So it will be increasing our memory power, concentration power, self-confidence. These 3 things are very, very important for every work, every place. And this will activate 29 chakras, step by step. And ancient education system was there, that 5P, it also included our Sun Yoga. This 5P is a very, very important part. Patience, punctuality, perfection, purification, and pleasant. And that was ancient education system. That's why we are much balanced. And now modern education system is teaching to us 5C, which is given life trace. First C is the comparison and competition. And can you say me, is it universe has created same thing second time? Is it? Is it universe has created anything second time? No. Then to whom we can compare? To whom we can competition? So nobody will be same. It is a mafia education system. Do you know 1835, 2nd February, what Lord Macaulay was published and in the British Parliament. So that was I have traveled all over the India. I never seen single beggar and single thief in the India. 1835. That means till that time India was a sone ka chidiya. After that, told Indian, the spiritual heritage and culture we cannot break. If we have to break, we have to break them, their backbone, youth bone. And which is their spiritual education system. And for that, we have to be implement in their brain. English is the greater language. British is the intellect person in the world. And that impeded in our brain. And that created the 5C. And given us trouble in our. So when we started comparing and competition, never it will be connecting. And then will be started our inside that unhappiness, unpeacefulness, and searching. And then it will come to confusing to ourselves, confusing to the others. Next step will be the criticizing each others. Next will be craziness. And next will be chaos. What is the root cause of today? The crime is growing higher and higher and higher. Are you agree with me or not? Why? Because very simple thing we are missing. Ancient education system was main important part to us. Unless get the self-realization, we are not qualified. Today, we got the certification, not qualification. And that is the problem. And qualification is self-realization. So, yogas, there will be that yama is a very important part, is a foundation. Ahimsa, Satya, Astheya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. There is no time to explain, but you know, but just I'm coming a gist way. Then yamas, that physically, that was there, and practically by the ground level, how we can start? From respecting, give respect to the parents, guardians, gurus, and others. Next is the initiation, diksha. And there we are missing. We are thinking we took the mantra dikshas or some practice, then we got the initiated. What is the initiation? Initiation is when we can remove our darkness and bring our lightful life, connecting with the light, and then it will be initiation. Initiation will start after the samadhi, before we are on the way. So we can't initiate to anyone. We cannot give the initiation to anyone. Initiation will come automatically happening. So next is the self-inquiry. That is the process to get the initiation. You have to put, who am I? Why I am in this Mother Earth? Which purpose I came this Mother Earth? And next is determination. Determination. We have to make strong will force, apply. I can do it. I must do it. Even if I die, I will do it. And then surrender. It's a very important part. So there is it's a practical way, and we can get it in our book. and you can get it. And niyamas, discipline, punctuality, and time management. Time is a very important in the life. Time and life, they are parallelly moving in our life. We have to be utilize our time. Do you know 1 second misusing time means 72 of atomic energy we are misusing what we got from the cosmic consciousness. I can give you scientifically calculation, but there is no time to explain this more. I have to go headline news. So there is the asanas. Asanas main principle is their backbone should be straight and body should be relaxed. And this is the right time, right place, right attitude, right person, right attitude is the asanas main principle. And then healing process, sanjogas, how we can connect from the cosmic energy, convert it to the photon energy by the 5 element, and then life. We are always connected from the cosmos to the life. And do you know, here I have one question. What is the difference between consciousness and awareness? What is the difference between consciousness and awareness? Consciousness is, cosmic consciousness is permanently connected all of us and each and every particles, and it is same amount connection is with all of us. Awareness is our part of the consciousness. It is our own electromagnetic field. So awareness is limited. And when awareness will make expanding through the meditation, then it will become merged with the consciousness, then is called the yoga. Could you understood? That's called yoga. Just physical exercise is not a yoga. So this is the theme process. So how it is activation will go, there is a time, how it is the benefits are there. It can be health improvement. Any kind of disease could be cured through the Sun Yoga. And scientifically, we have the medical report. So many type of diseases we got cured. Economy, yes. Everybody, we are looking for the economy. Economical job benefit, we can get it. Economy is depends on most of us. And normal society, we are thinking money is the economy. How much you have money, you are a great economist. Am I right? We used to think, is it money is the economy? Today's money, tomorrow's others body's hand. Then we lost. But economy never lost. Am I right or not? Economy should be sustainable. Then it called the economy. If economy is changing, it is not an economy. Economy should be sustained. Then what is that? Our wisdom is great economy. If we have a wisdom, you will get job. You will everybody will be loved to you. Everybody will be protecting you. You have never end. You will be everywhere the same. Nobody can rob. That is called our Gita. Nainang chiddante sastrani, nainang dahati pavaka, na chainang kledant up, na soshiti maruta. That's our economy. And that is our wisdom. And that wisdom will come after the self-realization. So, the economy is stand by the yoga. First, our thought will be purifying. Then we can proper plan. Then we can proper apply. And then we do the proper work. If we can do the proper work, even God also cannot take off the result from our hand. Am I right or wrong? Then economy is stand in yoga, meditation. And then it will be our family relationship. Yes, it's a great family relationship. In heart to heart, husband-wife relationship is a very, very important for the family. And they will understood to each other's. Actually, what is happening? Sometimes we love to each other's, but we don't give respect to each other's. That's the falling down the husband-wife relationship. Am I right or wrong? They should have give respect to each other's. They should have give them the trust each other's. And then they will be build their love. properly. So this also depend on yoga. Education, it will be our memory power will be high, our concentration power will be very high, and our self-confidence will be there, and then easily we can educate ourselves to other self. And next, spirituality. Yes, it will be connecting with the spirit, our source, cosmic consciousness. And do you think family men are not spiritual? Do you think businessmen are not spiritual? Is it not a spiritual work? Every work is a spirituality. What is the difference between rituality and spirituality? Both are the same work, but there is a difference. Without awareness, if we do, that is the rituality. And with awareness, what we do, that's the spirituality. Anything in the world, all the work can be spiritual work, and that will be give us connection through this. So here you can see, there, this child who was the blind by birth. By birth, she was blind. And after the 3 days practice, she started getting the light. And after a few months, she started recognized to others. And this side person is a blood cancer patient whose TLC number was 1,75,000 at beginning when he came to the SUNYOGA. 3 months after it was 30,000, and 1 year after it came to 9,000, means totally cured. And he was living peacefully after this. So here is a person who is addicted by all the addiction. All the addiction he was addicted. After 3 months practice, he left. He used to drink alcohol in a day, 25 bottles. And from there, and he left himself easily within 3 months. That's the power of SUNYOGA. So this is the 1,800 students together. It was in Panipat and the college. And so sun is how 1 drop of practice is better than an ocean of books and theories. It's a very important thing. We have to just practice. Theory will be sometime, if you do read so many theories, it will make confusion. But if you 1 drop of practice, that will be give the clarification. So there is how it will be spine inside the chakras will be developing, and 7 chakras by the 3 channel, Ida, Pingla and Sushumnas. It will help Kundalini awakening very easily through the SUNYOGA. And it will bring us to the SUDARSHAN chakras, Sri Jantras. Sri Jantra and SUDARSHAN chakras is not in outside, it is within. And I will give you step, because this time I got some vision with the SUDARSHAN chakras. I will be talk to that. So you can see it will be inside our body, inside how it will be building make it the SUDARSHAN chakra through the meditation by our eye angle and 3 instruction, and practice. And finally, we could reach to there. And that step we will give. And already our book, Essence of SUNYOGA, has given the scientifically there. And it will make our black box connection. Black box connection is very important. We know the tiny hole of the black box, when light is go in, and it will be permanently stay inside. That means that memory will be permanent, no lost. So when we connecting through the center front of eyebrow, this is the tiny hole of the black box. When we are looking the sun cosmic energy goes to the tiny hole of the black box, and it will connecting to the pineal gland, and then pineal gland will be reflecting inside, and there this light, this memory, this experience will be, that energy will be storage for permanently, that memory will be storage for permanently. So this type of then universe, it is the law of the universe, how universe has created the creatures, and how universe has connected permanently with our brain. And there is our life graph, 3 types of mentality life graph. We can build. Somebody is unconsciously in their normal life living. Those are little aware and those are fully aware. And its brain inside, it will give the very nice connection, cerebrum, cerebellum, pituitary gland. When we are looking the sun, then sun through the pineal gland, through the our Agna chakras, it will connect to the pineal gland, and pineal gland will be take it and it will bring it to here, make metabolism, 5 element energy, and it will go to the 2% brain, and lots of our trace in the 2% brain, it will be traced out and will free life. And this brain, and then it will bring us to the samadhi stage by step, yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. And after the samadhi, there are also so many stages are there. Samadhi is not the end of the yoga. Samadhi is the starting of the yoga. So after that, enlightenment stage will be started to connecting to the plus 14 and minus 14 to macrocosmos to microcosmos. And there it is 12 element is how it is generating our inside, how it will balancing our bodies inside through the SUNYOGA. We can give you practical experience, but you have to practice. Theoretically, we cannot make you understanding. And here the 12 elements are connected with the 12 organs, and how it is connecting in the bodies inside, we are there. And now it's a very nice the 29 chakras, how it has connected with our body to the universe, and that energy graph and heat, which layer, how much heat is there, how we are getting connection, it is there explaining. And there is a creation law of the universe. It is a very interesting thing. First, it was 2007, month of December. I was doing the walking meditation in the Tapovan, and suddenly I saw sun was setting down, and left side, one sun was coming up from the mountain. Then I got shocked. How it is possible? At the beginning, I was confused myself. Is it I was walking 12 hours? Because sunrise after sunset to nearly 12 hours required. But after that, I saw sun was coming down. Then I felt, how it possible? That time I don't know what is coming down. That light went to the mountain, and you saw the Babaji's picture in the light. So Babaji was appeared there, and Babaji was giving me this experience, how universe was started creation. This is the law, mc square into v square into 1 by d square. So mc square into v1 square into d2 square equal to mc square into v2 square into d1 square equal to p, it getting balance, and creation is started. Here is no time, I have to go suddenly. How it is getting balance, imbalance, it also given the ratio here. And then galaxy, star, planet, satellite, molecular satellite, atomic satellite, it has created. And then the planet inside life was generated by evolutionary process. And we have a 13 subtle body inside our body too, and outside the body another 11, and which will make us the higher consciousness to higher enlightenment. And what is there? Photosynthesis in our bodies inside, which way I was able to stay without food and without water longer time. By this process, you can see the hemoglobin and chlorophyll. They are structure as the same, and almost their formula are the same. Only difference between the magnesium and iron, and that's why it can be as tree can receive, and our higher consciousness we can develop, and then also we can also receive sun cosmic energy. And there is a step by step how we can overcome the which chakras and which way we can go to the higher enlightenment stage. Step by step we can do it. So this, after that, finally, when we'll come to the final enlightenment, then our body inside will be become a aura body as a electromagnetic field. And this is the book, what I just way I talk to you, all the things you can get it from this book, Essence of SUNYOGA. And so many places, so many peoples are practicing, and time is, this is the Iran, what sir was told. I was in the prison, and Babaji was bring me from the jail. Time is not permitting to share. So there is so many countries, so many places. We got the chance and did the SUNYOGA, and everybody was enjoying. And now I will come to the SUDARSHAN Chakra. SUDARSHAN Chakra is invisible weapons, cosmic weapons. In our scriptures, Lord Shiva used to give to the Lord Vishnu these SUDARSHAN Chakras, the invisible weapons to clean the Asura's energy. SUDARSHAN Chakra never kill positivities. It's only the kill the negativities. Even we know Kurukshetra Maidan, only SUDARSHAN Chakras was working. No Arjuna, no nothing. It was only external part we know. But only SUDARSHAN Chakras was working there. You know, few days ago, I got chance to go to the Gujarat. Then I went to temple Dwarkadhish temple. And when alone I was traveling, and then I saw the SUDARSHAN Chakras temple. And there only the place where I can lonely can sit. Other peoples are crowded people. So it was not my purpose. Just that place was empty place, free place. So I went to the temple inside and I got chance to sit. Just I sit, few minutes later, I got the one vision. Oh, why it is invisible weapons? SUDARSHAN is SUDARSHAN. Could you understood? SUDARSHAN is called SUDARSHAN. So Shu means clear vision. Is the SUDARSHAN. This our vision, when it will become clear, when our awareness will be merging with the cosmic consciousness. One drop of water and ocean of water, both are water. Are they different or not? They have a big difference. This difference in the applying. If drop of water we can put down in the desert, it will be dry out. But same drop, if we can able to put in the ocean, it will be oceanic energy. Similarly, cosmic consciousness, the ocean of energy. And awareness is the drop of energy, our individual energy. When our energy we are applying for our only the selfishness, self-benefit purpose, we are dropping to our desert. That's why we are suffering. But when we can, awareness is merged with the consciousness, then putting on the ocean. Now awareness and consciousness are the same. Then it will build the SUDARSHAN Chakras. Could you understood? Now I will come and I saw the clear vision by the scientific way, how from the oneness to the connecting to the cosmic consciousness. And this is the place where I was sitting, and this is the one our general structure of the SUDARSHAN. And you see, before I will, after that I will show you, then it will come and it will come to the step by step in this place, in the SUDARSHAN. And at beginning, you know, from the center one light is coming out. And this light, there was no structure, nothing. There is universe, there is no structure. It is no color, no day and night. there is always same. Is time still? Eh? Okay. So that when this light is coming out, and first make a three spoke, and then three spokes started moving and creating the first triangle, is a blue triangle is created there. And this blue triangle is the symbol of the North Pole cosmic energy. And then another triangle, three spoke is came, then it is coming the orange, this color is something color. So this color is coming to the South Pole energy. And now this South Pole energy and North Pole energy, it is in our body. It's a very interesting thing. Our scientist, I have a lot of chance to, a great fortune to discuss with him. Sometime we are talking, and then he was talking, Swamiji, do you know our brain, how much thought can release in a day? 35,000 to 50,000 thought, each and every person brain releasing, am I right? Now, but all the thought we never used. That cosmic way it is going on. Then that thoughts are center is our Sahasrara chakras, means our cerebrum, our wisdom part, and it came to our pituitary gland, master gland. And master gland is started releasing, and through the pineal gland it came to Agna chakras, is the North Pole. This is the our actually this body's blue triangle is our Agna chakras. And then it started releasing, and both chakras in between the layer called critical zone. And then it started moving and come to the in between Manipur chakras and Swadhisthana chakras, and Manipur chakras is creating the orange triangle, and which is the form of the South Pole energy. Now that's why each and every magnetic field is the oval shape, and this is the oval shape, and center is our Anahata chakra. And so this is the Navi is the very close, South Pole is very close to the center, and North Pole is far from the center. So that's why magnetic field is going to the our oval shape. And this oval shape, after that, it is coming to the energy circulating and then creating to the, this oval shape will come, and then it will be started creating, and you can see the 12 galaxies, 12 elements are created first. And then that 12 element galaxies, that is the fundamental galaxies. And after that, they has created plenty galaxies, star, planet, satellite, molecular satellite, atomic satellite, to the 84 lakh species. And then human, we are the now highest generation. And human generation is the not end. After the human generation, 13 higher generation are waiting. I may wrong what I saw, I am sharing with you. It is may true for you or not. That is on of you, but what I experienced, saw and feel, and that I am sharing with you. So
there is an animation before we can go back here.
Okay. Yes.
Here.
Yeah. This is the animation. How from the beginning it was started. Yes. So this was just simple way. It is very tough to make understanding because there is no physical things. For make understanding, we give the animation to make it how the 12 galaxies are created from one point. That. So this animation you saw, and it is after that it will be moving and spinning, and then it will be created this, and all it came. And so Sanyoga can bring the self-realization, and it will be give the self-confidence to us. Self-realization and self-confidence is the best way to achieve the highest goal and solving the all problems. And we have a future plan, is university plan. And this universities inside will be all this type of our session, defense to education to health to all the production, cultivation, to everything will be together. And this is the project, and it is not one person job, and it is Babaji has given vision. And I would like to invite to all of you, if you wish, if you want, by heart to heart, you can help us mentally, physically, which way you can help to protect to the humanity. Our main purpose is universal peace, unity, and brotherhood to make humanity protection. So thank you very much. And this is my gist way I came to there. And now I'm giving microphone to the Kartikanji's hand. Thank you very much.
Okay. This one, the first part, you can back.
Very good evening. I am first thankful to Dr. Katken sir for inviting me. Probably it is the first chance I am coming here, this kind of audience. I've given hundreds of the talk, technical, national, international conferences. Though I was not willing, but Katken sir says, you must share something. I am an explorer. Swamiji has spoken so much about his yoga practice, SUNYOGA. In fact, I met him, I think, 2010, some more than a decade. And you know, as a scientist, always you'll be doubting first, like an officer, police officer. So I didn't believe him. First, I did his course in Hyderabad. And suddenly I found that how come he doesn't take food? Nearly for 5 days I was with him. Believe me, I was taking lunch and dinner. He was going to the sun. That was his breakfast, lunch and dinner. So still I could not believe something he might be eating in between and all. Anyway, I was a scientist, so I had to explore. But I was an explorer, so I'll not be talking about yoga because here are the people who have explored already something in their life. And I will be as much simple as possible to tell you something. And I'll try to bring a commonality between all yoga systems because that is my own interest. I do a lot. So you must be talking what a defense technology scientist talking about here, peace and yoga. Yes, very much required because we have to protect our citizens. It's very much required and lot of debate can happen. We can talk a lot. So I'll go to my next slide. Yes, this is the thing. And here I think Dr. Kartken sir is talking about good governance and all. It's very much required. You cannot do the good governance unless you are engaged. Spirituality is going to the part of good governance actually. That is how we do it. Here I'll just tell you because I want to bring you one common point. Why SUNYOGA is so important. What is so special about the yoga, meditation, other thing. I want to convince that way. That is how I present these things to my scientists because they are never believe in you first. They say you are a cranky person and you keep on doing all those things. That is what you say. First is I'll talk about some meditation practice. What is differentiation is there between different kind of consciousness, focus, Buddhism, Preksha, Santma, transcendental meditation. In fact, I tried almost everything. I'll just share with my own experiences. Then what is the call? We call it integration of the outcome actually. That is the last part of the things I'll tell you. Sorry, I'm just going into what does. You see, I have put some of the yogic system here. Buddhism, Vedanta, Santmat, Sufism, Surya Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Hatha Yoga, TM is there, Brahm Kumaris, Vihangam Yoga, Sudarshan Kriya, Jogjan, Preksha Dhyan, Sahaj Yoga, Osho, Surat Sabd Yoga, Nad Yoga, ISKCON, Savage, Mantra Yoga. I think you all must have come across all those things. I'm sure some of them you might have tried also. Sorry, I'm going to start. So all these yogic practice differ in certain things. Whether you focus on the breath, as Dr. Karthikeyan sir was telling, it is all Ana-Pana-Sati, or you can focus on an object or light, focus on the sound, that is a Nad Yoga, focus on the thought, that is more Buddhist contemporary thing, focus on sensual object, that is goes to Vipassana, other things, focus on sensory perception, images, soul meditation. It is a bit, I'm trying to put a modern scientific my own way. You see, it is a reverse pyramid. On the top, if you look at it, all matter. Because I'm a scientist, I put it here. Electronics, telecommunication, computer science, that what a scientist understand. Come down little bit, all classical mechanics, thermodynamics, acoustics, physics comes. Come little bit, quantum world, quantum mechanics, atomic physics comes. Come lower still. In fact, whole universe is made of few force field and a matter field. Actually, universe has got nothing, but there is a dark matter. It is all consciousness is there. In fact, whole matter may be less than 1%. It is all more than 99% dark matter. So whole world is made of nothing. You will have the quarks, leptons, and all electromagnetics, all forces are there. In fact, people try to take the image, even the vacuum. There is something in the background is coming up. So I want to say there is something in the background, a super consciousness, whatever you want to talk, that is what people have proven that. I'll just tell you a little bit, because when you go from the meditation, as Swamiji is telling that look at the sun, I want to tell you why it is so powerful. Physical, psychological, physiological, beyond, and quantum world. You go to different stages. In fact, most of the time when you carry out the meditation and all, you look at, I want to tell you, if you focus, I center one. In fact, most of the time your neurons are there, smell senses, or you are thinking something and all. But once you go to a higher level of meditation, whole brain gets, transcending everything. It gets, neurons get fire. I'll like to show you some images. In fact, first your ego sense, you know about the body, but everything becomes connected with the nature. Then you don't find which part of the body you are. Here, I'll try to show something, because some results are available from transcendental meditation. In fact, a lot of neurological studies has been done. Probably Maharshi Yogi went in 60s and a lot of research was available that time, Western country. But if you look at here, in terms of the brain waves talking about has been taken. In fact, you are highly focused most time, upper pontified brain waves are going very, very fast. They are very, very fast. And when you go to a delta stage and all, your mind settles down. And there is very special thing is happening. In fact, what is happening? Your whole brain gets connected actually. These are all measurements are there. In fact, some of the studies has been done by the TM studies. You look at control systems and other things, control and short term, long term. I'll not go into detail, but you look at your aging process is stopped, and lot of physiological like blood chemistry, mind-body connections, health, physiological, lot of parameters, it gets improved with the time. All it is at very, very lower level. I'm not talking about big things here. But look at the Vipassana, he's talking Ana-Pana-Sati. It is very, very powerful. You start your journey with Ana-Pana-Sati. That is just breathing. Within 4 minutes, you get connected. Your brain starts become very, very coherent. In fact, some of the life sciences departments, Petroleum University and all, we're trying to take the projects with the student, trying to do some brain imaging and all. And some of the defense lab in here in Mass is there, the pass is there. We're trying to do some fMRI of the people. And you see, you go to Ana-Pana, Vipassana, then Metta Bhavana. I want to bring out something happens. Metta Bhavana is very, very important. You have to love the people, because until there's a loveness comes from the heart, you don't see anything actually. That is what you connect to the consciousness at the end of the things. Here, a kind of a neuroscientific perspective of the Vipassana. What happens, why we are so much annoyed always time? What happens whenever somebody talks to you, immediately you start reacting, some biochemical reaction happens. and you feel some kind of the vedana or pain in your body, and to the pain, instead of you don't react to the how the people are talking, but you start reacting biochemistry of your body. Again, sangharas are there. You more and more you react, more and more you go into. It is a called a chakra. That is the Gautam Buddha has done it for 25 or 3,000 years back. You think he was a rishi, he didn't know about the biochemistry. And that time he says, each kalp was vibrating, he told. And that time he thought there is a parmanu, anu is there, and whole body is there is only kampan, only vibration. That is what we are talking about today in quantum mechanics. Coming to the more, Jan Sahab, I was just telling you, now the Pratyushan is going on. Today is the third day. Very highest level of that time, Mahavir ji has happened. And he talks about the Preksha Dhyan that time. This is also very similar to that. And you see very special thing about that. Somebody is talking about the love, compassion. He says, kill not, cause no pain, non-violence was the main of the things. And lot of neurological studies has been done. And you look at each dhyan, they talk about stages, first stage, second stage, and they were nothing like physiological, psychological, how you go up. And here some of the brain images have come, Kriya Yoga. Mahavatar Babaji has given to this word. This is based on the prana of the force. And right side, I'm not sure it is clear. You look at the exhaling and inhaling, and slowly when you go into very deep meditation, there is a gaps and gaps will start coming. And sometime there no breath is there, and that time you get connected with the consciousness, super consciousness, what you got. That is the stage you connect with the God or super consciousness. Lot of studies there. Yeah, one thing I want to say, Surat Sabda Yoga, most of our rishis, munis were completely illiterate, and they were talking about very higher level, their experience of the spiritual and all. Kabir is one of the things, mysticism, I think 1500 he has happened. And he wrote a very book about the mysticism. Bijak was there. And Bijak, he called of emptiness. He talks about a 64 shunya. 64 emptiness he was talking, and he was simply illiterate person, and he used to do some work, weaving and other thing. How it has happened? Certainly, as I tell you, because all our gurus and rishis, they experience same thing. I want to tell you, if it is a science, though it is highly objective in nature, subjective in nature, your experience, but even the end results, we are talking about the same. Something is vibrating, and whole world is vibrating. We all are connected. So he also comes about the Sikhism Kabir. Jap mare, ajpa mare, anavad bhi mar jaye, surat samani sad mein usko kal na khaye. Very simple word he says, even your jap, whatever, even you doing the sadhana, that also goes away. At the last, you are connected with the word, super consciousness. Vihangam Yoga is another thing. As you know that all things of the fitur of the things today is happening due to the mind. When we are born, there was no mind. Mind comes as soon as we comes into this world. So mind is also coming out of we call a jad tattva, whatever inertia is there. So unless you dissolve the mind, instead of just, cooling down the mind, you have to dissolve the mind from where it has come. So a lot of philosophy behind that is there. So I was surprised that one Swami Sadafalji was there, and I think he was Balia. And somewhere in 1910, he was completely illiterate. He went to Himalaya. He did a lot of sadhana. And believe me, in 3,000 dialects in local language he written, that is called the Swar Veda. And that time, and he written, Akshar ke bhav se parmanu mein yog, mahamandal akas mein hai, janam adi sab bhog. In the English is also there. Akshar mahi kamp hai, maya yog vikas. Kamp hai. Whole thing is vibrating. You see, in 1910, there was no atomic theory available to him. He was a small village person. No quantum mechanics, no internet. Even then, he was talking the same thing. So what I will tell you, time was changing and space was changing, everything was changing, but the experience was same. So I want to say whatever spiritual we are talking about, it is complete total science. Language may be different. The way you put your experience, that may be quite different. So he wrote it about SUNYOGA. Swamiji's Brahmananda is talking about. I think he has already talked. One book has come, Essence of SUNYOGA. Thanks, Axel. He has did it. And now I'm telling you, there is an interface between cosmic energy he's talking about and all elements he's talking. In between, he's talking about the photon energy. How the energy get transferred from the conscious world to your physical body. And photons are just particle, and they transfer through the pineal gland, through the third eye. That is what he's talking. And again, he's talked about space element, air element, and it is all about the sadhana written in the book. So, in fact, I want to tell you, because again, I was very suspicious one day. I can narrate him. I didn't believe him. He says, "You are scientists, you don't believe me, come on the top of the roof." Simply, he put me in one hotel he was staying. He came from the Himalaya. And I want to tell, whenever he comes to Himalaya, he comes directly to Hyderabad, and we spend almost 20 hours. And I keep on writing whatever his experience are there, whether I stand or not. Believe me, he said, "Look at this pulse." And he suddenly stopped his pulse more than 2 minutes, actually. I got scared. "Swamiji, you are going." But pulse was completely stopped. But even then, I didn't believe in him. I said that, "You want to try?" "Yes." Simply, he asked me, put a kind of a lock. And believe me, for 15 seconds, he stopped my heartbeat. So as a scientist, he told me, "What more you want?" So that's what he says. He could make out I'm suspicious about all these things. So that is the power of that time. First time I realized, yes, a scientist has to believe that way only. But I wanted a scientific explanation for that. So this is very important. This is my personal thought. You see, if you look at all kind of the meditation here, locality, form, objectivity, fluidity, physical law, you see, we are talking about now Newtonian physics. Go to higher level, it is all quantum mechanics. And all the effort, because we start our journey with all effortful meditation, it goes to effortless. I'll not read all. You go from the conscious to samadhic word, and you become always start with your thing with the mind, but something else start meditating in the word. You start with the breath. After some time, you forget even where is your breath. I'll just not read much. You start with the space time. I am here, this is the time. That is how you start. Without mind, you cannot go further. But there a time will come where mind, space, and time you just jump into the quantum world. And that is the stage I want to tell you, quantum world. That is thousands and multi-infinite possibilities are there in the world. And that's why they say, whatever you think that particular moment, it happens in your life, it simply collapses. If there is science, we call it a Schrödinger wave collapse. We call it. It collapses in our mind. That's why it is very much in our Vedantic. Subh socho, acha hoga. Negative sochoge to life mein galat hoga. It has come from very, very deep meaning actually. So once you meditate and you just bless somebody, it happens in the life. Believe me. And that is a thing Lord Buddha says, do some Metta Bhavana, some Vipassana. Last 5 minutes, Metta Bhavana is very, very important. That time you just do any wishing of the people, animals, it happens in your life and others' life also. I'll not read all. Sagun to you go to Nirgun. And this is very important. A scientist he speaks of the language. I try to put in a very simple way. You see, it is a non-duality on the y-axis. We are dualities here. I am there, you are there. Somewhere you are not there, I am not there, everything merges. That is the y-axis. Here I say emptiness. I look at you, my brain is there, hundreds of the thoughts, as you're telling, 35,000, so many brains are going in. Once you empty mind, it goes here. Once you start any meditation, something background is there, because if you're looking at the sound mantra, you cannot listen a sound unless there is a background, the piece. In the background, there is a piece. You cannot look at the blackboard, any written thing, until the blackboard is dark and white chalk you use it. So something has to be in the background, something should be in the focus. So start somewhere here. For your, I just put it my own thought, and you start focusing this thing. So it is like a computer science 0 to 1 state. You focus here, focus goes off, again your focus goes off. And fraction of the second, nanosecond, what happens? Again, you go up there, you are focus here, 0 here, focus here, 0. So 0 stages are there, samadhic stages in the life comes. In fact, some people might be doing, and myself also did, you might have done a lot of fraction of second, you don't know what I was doing. Even the memory is lost. And those are the stages, in fact, you cannot explain in memory. Sorry, it's the last slide. So it goes here. And then you comes here, most of the time, focus you lose it, most time remains on the. And here I want to tell you, when you go to higher stage, you are completely in the peaceful state, but one thought like a fish starts coming out, because still it is a very, very difficult. And sometimes you completely, there's no background, there's nothing in the out of the focus, everything becomes same. Everything becomes same. So I find that is a thing, non-local, quantum mechanics, nothing less, emptiness, sunyata. Look at it, the Y size towards the samadhic experience, sunyata and emptiness at all. Until unless you do, and you can. Hello.
वो वाला माइक्रोफोन ये है ऑन है
Off.
वो वाला ऑन है
Okay. Hello. So I want to tell you, until unless you leave the background, what I'm telling, you are focusing something, go back to the background. And background is nothing but your consciousness and you can say universal consciousness and all. When you merge with the universal consciousness, you focus about the breath, mantra, everything goes off. In fact, nothing is left. So this is kind of the things. And so many yogic practices are there. And here's what today brain people are calling neuroplasticity, are calling. So what I want to tell you, students and all, this is my takeaway. They have to remain here because they have to be always focused. They are giving the exams. They have to be very, very alert. But some people want to go very higher level. And most of the people who are very tense, software people in IT, I tell them, you be here because little bit focus and breathe is good enough to take you forward. And somebody wants to go to higher stage, you have to go for some intense sadhana. Just 2 more minutes, sir. So what I say now, I think, does that live in our heart? Because everything we are going to full circle, you do breathe, physiological, psychological and everything. But one thing I can tell you, if you are in the heart somewhere, you get connected with the whole world. Connectedness immediately comes because everything you do, your sadhana with the brain, mind and upper head brain. And once that gets shut off, your heart is there. In fact, Kabir, I like it. तुझको महा ढूंढे मैं वंदे मैं तेरे पास में ना तीरथ ना मूरत ना एकांत वास में ना जप में ना मंदिर में. I'll not read. पिंड में प्राण में ना ब्रह्मांड में. One thing I want to tell you, खोजी होए तुरंत मिल जाए एक पल की तलाश में. Once you get connected with the heart and love and compassion, your brain stops, no argument comes, you get connected. That is how I get connected with these things. I supernated 2 years back. So I am on my very tough journey. So I keep on going to villages, connect with the, and all these are children they work in the field. Their parents, they don't allow them to do any study and all because they also earn for them. So 7 to 10, they connect with me in the morning, then late in the evenings. So that is how we connect them. And not only this thing, because now I'm associated with so many IITs and all. One of the things, going to the IITs, get connected with all young IITians, all PSC, they work with me, different startup. I'm very fortunate, I'm connected with 200 plus research scientists, MTechs, PhD, they work with me. I keep on talking, they are also with me. They share the same passion for the country, for helping the poor people and all. So this is the last thing I want to tell you. We all souls are already merged and bathing in the ocean of the universal consciousness. We already realize, we have to realize that our ego self not allowing us to realize that. In fact, we have got ego self is there. In fact, I was telling you, I think one of the things he could not put it. In fact, if you go to your body to think molecular and all, you see DNA. I think beautiful thing is there if he got a 5 minutes. And afterward, you think that we are the springs of the consciousness only. Only energy field is there. If my energy field is a quantum bird, as you know, which particular time, where it is there, it is not known. We all are energy. Then whose energy is that? Whether my energy is there, yours energy is there, everything is energy. Kisi ka koi energy nahi hai. That is the loss of the self. That is how we are connected one. I think, can you put it that? I think that this is very beautiful. Just 1 minute. And I say that sun yoga is very, very important because I practice so many. Because the moment you start looking at the sun, you get irritated. ये बहुत hot है, बहुत खराब लग रहा है. उस वक्त खराब लगता है तो आपको you just disconnected from the whole world. You just look at the sun. Then your eyes becomes watery and all. He said determination, cool. And believe me, in second day you feel sun as if it is a cool moon. It becomes just blue. In fact, it loses its shininess and all. And slowly, I've seen even the children also, they got all adhyatmic, samadhic experience in less than 2-3 days time. And I want to tell you, children gets it very fast. And if enlightenment is there, anything is there, scientists will be last to get it in this world. Scientists are too argument time. They never believe in anybody. And villagers will get it very easily. Children are fast to get enlightenment. Thank you very much. I'll answer your anything. And many of the things I put it on my personal experience. Whatever read things, I attended all those yoga courses. I try to put it my own board. Can you put that? Alex, just 1 minute. That universe going to that energy fields I wanted to show you. One video was there. No, that video you from.
That, I to go that one, no?
Yes. I think that clears many of the things here. If 2 minutes are there. Yeah. No, that other one. Go back. It will run. Yeah, you look at this energy fields. We are left in there's no body. One galaxy, there are millions and millions of galaxies in the world. They're very tiny. There are what galaxies? It's many galaxies. And believe me, after so many galaxies, we say only matter is only 1% of all antimatter, gray matter. Now we are going to the quantum world. These are the quarks. You see, nothing is there. You just get a only energy field. Nothing else is there. Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Yes. Yeah. I'm the represented person from the other part of the world, of the Europe. So I will just say a little bit short about us. That we are very happy. We had Swamiji coming to Europe first time 2010, and he come to many different countries. He come to Germany, Austria, Serbia, and France. Mainly these countries, they're building up a nice community for Sun Yoga. And we are very happy, and we also want to build something connected to what he said, the global family home university. So we can also have in Europe a place where for practice and have a sustainable place for people to live a clean life and practice Sun Yoga or any other technique that give us self-realization. And another thing I want to say is that I've been the last 2 years working with our conference, Universal Peace Conference. It's an online conference we have every year that we bring together people from all kinds of disciplines, scientists, religious people, all experts in different fields, and we let them come together like an ordinary people from the audience. We meet, let them speak, let them have discussion. So every year, the last 2 years, they've been online. Before, it's also been all around in India. So I would recommend you seeing our website, and you can find our next conference. We had many great people. So, and lastly, I want to also say that we are working in the Universal Peace Conference. Not only that's not the main thing is not the Sun Yoga. It's about universal peace, and there our project, the Global Family Home project, based on the ancient Indian system, the Gurukul system, is a big thing, and our work is going on to find a place where we can start our projects. So thank you.
Namaste. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I convey my gratitude and pranam to Mahavatar Babaji Maharaj. Again, I convey my pranam and gratitude to Guruji Sanjogi Umasankar Maharaj. And I convey my gratitude to Dr. Karthikeyan, who had given me this chance. At the very outset, I convey my heartfelt gratitude to all the respected personalities on the dais and off the dais for giving me the opportunity to present before you. I feel proud of it as it's a rare occasion in my life. I had attended a lot of programs in my life, but in Delhi, I got this chance due to our Guruji Sanjogi Umasankar Maharaj and Dr. Karthikeyan only. So again, I give them my pranam and gratitude. Women are the gift of the society. Hope you all think about that. During ancient period of India, women played significant role. The Rig Veda, women in India were enjoyed high respectable status in society. The women were attained highly intellectual and spiritual standard, and women rishis has came in our society in specific this time, that is the Rig Veda time. Ancient India spans vast period 2500 BC to 250 BC. Archaeologically, ancient texts and artifacts are being used to reconstruct the lives of women. Hindus came to think that various deities were manifestation or avatar of Brahma, the world soul. Each god has had many rebirths. Goddess of special reverence were Kali, Saraswati, Parvati, Lakshmi, Durga, and Devi. Saraswati was the consort to Brahma, who set the world in motion, but lost importance with the emergence of the gods Shiva and Vishnu. Saraswati was the goddess of learning, writing, knowledge, mathematics, everywhere. We can say that Saraswati is the goddess of Jnanam. So from the very inception of human civilization, we have noticed that Nari Shakti has played vital role in different ages to combat different crises in the field of socio-economic and political field equally with men. There are so many examples in our society. Shakti is represented in the form of a woman because women are a good physical representation of the feminine expression, which are the manifested equalities of the divine. And one thing, we are Nari and we have that Shakti. But sorry to say, today's youth are going down some apart. I am also Nari, we all are Nari. But one thing, we, the mother, are very modern and we lost our old grandmother's culture and all these things and disciplines and everything. That's why I think our son, our youth is going downward. Somehow, to some extent, our youth are going to downward because some addictions, bad addictions has came in their life, depression has came. But if mother is the friend, if mother is the sharing part of their life, no youth, no child will cry in their future. So hope we will think about that. Through Shakti's wisdom, we are taught the idea of femininity, and women are the ideal form of the feminine. The feminine is divine and should be honored for all that she does. She is no different than God, as she and God is one and the same. We have learned from the speeches of our Guruji Umashankar Maharaj that in modern society, emotional blockage have become very common to us, especially to the woman. Some of these emotions can easily be balanced, healed by just a little bit of practice of SUNYOGA. The person will experience a remarkable transformation, and it will look like a miracle for the awakening and empowerment of women as well as for everyone, which will help for the reconstruction of our society as a whole. Therefore, it is the best to surrender and leave our healing to development of our soul in the hands of the university, which our learned and scientists had told just before. Yoga is playing vital role since ancient time in human life. Yoga refers to a specific type of meditation that believed to have the ability to fully awaken one's potential for awareness. One such type of yoga is SUNYOGA. It is one kind of meditation also to awaken the energy and achieve enlightenment through a combination of techniques. The release of energy through this practice promotes internal balance, awakening, and enlightenment. SUNYOGA practices are at least a few thousand years old. Scholars and research show that through SUNYOGA practice, human beings, especially women, have achieved strong inner self power and self-consciousness. Now I am to conclude the speech with these words. SUNYOGA is an ancient yogic technology for countries, people from all civilization have offered prayers to the sun. And today's women, their enhanced of awakening empowerment of women in the present scenario of socio-economic and political and cultural perspective. Thanks and gratitude to all of you for giving me patience of hearing. And again, I am giving my gratitude to Dr. Karthikeyan and Guru Umashankar Maharaj and all of you. Thank you with regards.
Thank you, Smitaji. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any questions, Dr. Vikas Puri come up. They are willing to clarify the doubts to the best of their ability. Yes, sir. Give the mic there. Just kindly identify your name and then brief. The question should be brief and 2 minutes addressed to. Thank you. Yes.
Hello. I am YL Banka, 82 years. I want to know whether a patient who is diabetic, who is hypertensive, and he has a very ripened cataract. So is there any SUNYOGA can be helpful for that, and how it helps? What is the theory?
Of course, there is no age limit, and there is no our body strength, how much it is there. It is not dependent there. It is dependent on our mental status, mental preparation. And just I can give you one example that you saw that patient, blood cancer patient, who was suffering 6 years. Chandigarh PGI hospital, he got treated. And doctor was given his life only for 2 months. Means how much his cell was damaged. Can you imagine? From there, my dear brother, this is the one important thing. If we do blindly, then you cannot. Yet love. You have to create your intuition, means for doing. And then it is 100% it can give you. And we have lots of sugar patient we have treated by this SUNYOGA, and heart patient, and they also got normally, it's a science is there. You need not to do physical exercise, just mental exercise. You are just looking, but connecting through heart, through mind. And then when we are getting connection with the Ajna chakras, then Ajna chakras receive the sun cosmic energy and go to the first pineal gland. And then pineal gland took to the cerebellum. And cerebellum makes the metabolism, 5 element energy separating. And what is the disease? What is the source of the disease? Sugar is not a disease. It's a stress of mind. Am I right? And brother, here very easily we can trace out. It's a very simple philosophy is there. When we open the computer, we have to open the window, then we can work. But sometimes, one by one, so many windows we open, then what will happen? Hang. What we learn plus into plus equal to plus. But here result is minus. We open the window, we did plus, multi-window, multiply plus, computer hang. Means result is minus. So now looks this computer, our brain. One thought came. We had to do work, we had to open the window. We open window. Next thought. How many thoughts are hanging in our brain? From childhood to till now? So many windows are open in our brain. They are draining our energy. And that is create the imbalance of our element energy in our body. And SUNYOGA, you are not thinking anything. You are surrendering and just looking, and naturally this coming to our brain, and that 5 element energy what was imbalanced in our 2% brain, it will make it complete. As an very easy example, lockdown time. When first lockdown was started, no flight, no car, nothing, no industry was running. I think that time no industry also was running. Mostly. And within a month, what we got result? Sky was clean. Even we see blue sky in the Delhi also at that time. River Ganges was totally clean. And that time, tiger, deers, all the animals, they used to sit together. If just a month, lots of create the pollution, this can be cured by the nature. In our the cosmic nature, what is quantum nature is within. Is it possible or not? Can you little few word?
Doctor, because you want to add something?
No, yeah, Swamiji, I agree with you. Because as I was showing you, there is a kind of a photon he was showing you. Because all the energy has to come through the photon. That is how, what you can absorb. Actually, conscious and nothing. And that thing goes to your pineal gland and other thing. It does all kinds of healing. And he was showing a kind of, body structure, something for photosynthesis and that thing. That atomic structure very, very near. It's not about a cataract or anything. In fact, one of the scientists was also one lady scientist. She was blind and she did some practice nearly for a month. She also started looking at some light, actually, little bit and all. So there is a impact is there and you have to practice it. That's all. Because as it is, I want to tell you, it is more about the experiential thing. You practice and look at, and you may find a change in a less than maybe 10 days time. I want to tell you my own experience, because when I started doing, I used to work a lot. Mentally, I had to work. I used to do this thing. Believe me, I used to work for 12 hours a day. Even the midnight, I was not getting sleep. So much energy was there produced in the body. And then Swamiji was telling, grounded, get grounded, get grounded. Too much energy with me, don't do much over. So it's not about a sense of well-being will come. It is overall, in totality, you'll get the healing. It's not about one particular disease, I feel.
Some experience with Dr. Kalam? You were working with him?
Yes, I have got a lot of experience. In fact, I was very lucky when I joined in 82. And I joined in November, he joined in September. And we were in the same bachelor hostel nearly for 14 years. So same day, every day, I had a breakfast and 1 hour walking with him. And always he used to talk about the yoga, so many things and all. And one thing he used to say that if you want to become a good person and all, produce the leaders. If a person, even if you become a very great Nobel laureate as a scientist, it has got no meaning if you cannot produce a leader. So that is one of the things I always remember. And he was highly a spiritual person. And believe me, not only talk about the science technology, when he used to walk in the evening for 1 hour, वो पूछा करते थे आज फुटबॉल का स्कोर इतना रहा, क्रिकेट का इतना रहा. He used to keep the track of even local matches, what is happening in the cricket. That is how he used to correct. And believe me, he created lot of missile projects, I know. And he used to say that he's all project leader like Akash, Prithvi missile there. All project leaders were below 35 or maybe 38 years old. Then one day I asked, what is that? So I want to give them so much pressure so that they will have the heart attack. They can run fast, and let the leaders and all should mentor them young. So he was very spiritual. In fact, he was a phenomenon, I want to tell you. Being a good leader and all, he was simply a BTech from MIT, Madras Technology, Chennai, aeronautical engineer. He never had a MTech or PhD. And he says that engineering is in the mind. He was more like a soft floor engineer in PSLV and his ISRO. So he say it is all thinking about the things in engineering way. It is not taught in always, okay, you are a BTech, everything. So a lot of experience I have had it, such a humble person. And I think once he became, what I would say, he used to live earlier, I think he became president. I think he took some time. So he used to live in Asiad village. And there used to be, we had a DRDO. Once I made it in president, so much police was there. I think guards used to walk a lot, say, come on, let us walk together. So that was the humbleness. Even when he used to come to Hyderabad, he never used to stay in a Raj Bhavan. He used to come in a simple DRDO guest house only and connect with the scientists also. That time he was a president. So you know his death time. He used to connect with a lot of small village children and all, all that thing, I got it. All thing comes, whatever I connect with the people. So he was with the children, and I think last thing when he collapsed other day was talking, he was giving a MBA lecture. He collapsed simple. And he was very much wings on fire, if you might have seen. One thing more I talk about how you become a success actually. He says success doesn't come if you look at How many times, 900, suppose there may be 1,000 times you have become unsuccessful, failure. Look at how not to become fail, 999, only one option will left, that will be the success. So each time a failure leads to success because you learn from your failure. I think in Wings on Fire, he had written some many things. When many times he gone through that condition, it was about to fail, how the things were retrieved back. He was a great motivator. So I'm very much
He was a motivator throughout his life.
throughout the life.
Not
And
only
in
later.
fact, looking at his face, I remember everything. In fact, he was a completely Kabir-like sant, I must say. And when I was going abroad, France, I said, I want to go. He said, go back, come back to India and work for the country. Though I had a full-time job in Rafael R&D Center, Paris, with a lot of glittering, lot of money, I remembered. So I thought, no, let me come back to India, work for my Indian Air Force, Sukhoi, because it waits. So passion is not about the money. Many of my people who are in abroad, they have got private jets, swimming pool. All my friends are in US, but I came back India. It's not about a thing. It is about the choice in the life, and destiny is there. Probably my destiny was there to go to the people, get in Vrindavan. I want to tell you, in Trans Yamuna, one more thing, just 1 minute.
Please, please.
Water level is very, very low. And I must tell you, water level PPM is 4,000 PPM. You say water is so salty, and their lakhs and all, they will ban, and they don't get the water and all. And 1,000 in our Hyderabad, and what you get it 100 in the river, and what water we get it maybe 20, 50. So putting RO in there, people there, I trying to put it in all villages. It's very difficult life they live, and their parents, they don't live because they work on 50 rupees a day in the village. They go because in the field they work, because father might be earning 50. So I ask them, at least 7 to 10 you study. They go to field, they work again 7 o'clock. And when I talk to those children, I want to say, you are a scientist, sir, patao kya karna hai? Everybody says, mere engineer banna hai, doctor banna hai, police banna hai. Believe me, we coach them. 2 girls now selected in some inspector post. They are going to become sub-inspector in the small one of these 2 villages. So labor class, I want to tell you, if they don't change it, they'll remain labor only for 7 generations. And just it is like a breaking the kadi, एक हम तोड़ देंगे तो पूरा हो जाता है. Though I was in Hyderabad, I was a chairman for central schools there, because by default defense college are there. So I used to have 10 seats in central school. Believe me, from the huts I used to pick up children who are in the labor class. Now they are studying in central school. Now they say they are all speaking English, boys and girls. You see, complete generation is changed. So you don't help the people by giving education a poor child, abandoned child. You change the generations. That is my vision. Whatever way you can do, please try to do that way. That is how I connected with so many IITs. And believe me, when they work the research, we talk first about these things first, how to be useful for the society. Otherwise, it is a mad race in IIT. When you get a job, they say, kitna package hai? 50 lakh, 60 lakh, 70 lakh. Iske alawa koi baat hi karna nahi chahta hai. So it is not about the money, it is a choice and destiny in the life. So I feel everybody is just trying to do something. I am here. I am working for the children. People have got their own, and nothing is small or big in the life. Everything, even small, I say a small guard going into the train, he saves lakhs and lakhs people life every day. So God is equally important than the driver, I feel, in the life. Only destiny is there. Each person, even the cleaning who comes here, assist them. They have got their own thing, nothing less in the life. So I work that way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor. Spiritual scientist.
In
That's why
cataract patients,
huh?
sun gives a lot of glare on the eyes.
Yes.
So what is the proper time, and for how much time sun yoga should be done?
For the beginners, exactly sunrise time we can do, but that time we can't get their energy properly to what we can balance easily. For that, 1 hour later, sunrise, and then sun will be little brighter, and 1 hour to 2 hours in between of the sunrise, beginners, we can start, we can do, and at least half an hour, but before the half an hour, 10 minutes it will take the mental preparation process, and that will help us to the receiving capacity, give this receiving capacity. So 10 minutes mental preparation, half an hour looking. At beginning, we can blink some number of time, but try as much less blinking. Just 5-10 minutes after, you need not to blink. It will be automatically set up. It is not tough, but our mentally we are thought it is a very tough job. That's why we are reactive. But if we follow the process, half an hour easily we can. After half an hour, then 10 minutes it took the relaxation to our eyesight, because they are also very important. Quizzing, relaxing, quizzing, relaxing, then warming the hand and putting this warm hand to the eye to protection. And after
the website gives all the instructions.
Yeah.
Your website.
yes, all
You give the website. They can look at it.
yes, you
Because
can
it's
go to the website. You can see
Website,
that.
You know,
Yeah.
instructions are given stage by stage.
Yes,
And all
you
that.
can get it. All the things what I'm talking here, it all the in the book and website it is written. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
your curiosity.
One thing I want to tell you, Joe Swamiji is going to Tapovan. He will not be available, but Mr. Axel is in the ashram, and he is very, very accomplished teacher, and lot of teachers are there. So always we can, I think we have brought out one newsletter also monthly, and we put lot of experience. I think we can send it to you, and you can get connected with him and get all the information. But I think initially it requires lot of guidance.
Yes. You know.
About the duration and the best of timings that already been answered. And what should be our posture, whether we should do Sun Yoga while standing or while sitting?
By sitting.
By
But
sitting.
beginning, we standing, if we do, very few seconds, few minutes after, your mind will be totally blank. And then we can fall down. And if we fall down once and that time still we are not properly connected, we'll get fear. And that fear will make us back.
Better sit down.
Yes, better sit down and do. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Essence of SUNYOGA. Essence of SUNYOGA book is available. It is Amazon also available, and it is in our ashram also available.
Dr. Shaili, dentist.
Yes.
Namaskar. So my son is 28 years old now, and by birth there's an infarct in the brain, and because of that he has epilepsy. So he's on a lot of allopathic medicines, though with that it is controlled. But my question is that, and of course, my question is that will that be useful to him? And like how to really prepare him for that. So these are the questions which I wanted to ask about my son.
But definitely it can help to your son. And you cannot at beginning guide because you also told, no, you need the proper guidance. So this past people's, our teachers and proper guiding, you can bring to our ashram, and there will be permanent peoples. Those can give the guidance, and you are welcome. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we say thank you? Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes,
Thank you, Dr.
Thank,
Prakash.
thank all of you.
Prakash.
Yes.
Thank you, Smitaji.
Thank
Thank you, Axel. Thank you, all of you, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
for having come here and showed some interest in Sun Yoga, Sudarshan Chakra. It's a very complicated subject. I know it's not easy to understand in an hour's lecture. It's only an introduction, just to whet your appetite. So you can go more into that. Website is there. What's the website ID? What's your website?
Sunyoga.info.
SUNYOGA.
Info.
It's there.
Yeah, is there.
So you go into that and then you can communicate with them also. Yeah. YouTube channel. YouTube. What is your YouTube? Same Sun Yoga. Very good.
Now we
YouTube-
have put, from there, if you can register, I think you can get a monthly newsletter also, what courses are happening, where it is, because a lot of activities in Bombay and Delhi must be, I think other places going on, including ashram also.
And we should give thanks to the scientist Bikas ji for the newsletter. He is
No,
the
madam.
plan, create the
Excellent.
plan, and Smita Ma and Axel. The three are the very important hand for that. And thanks for all of you. Though I am not here, but what is my mission, my vision, my goal? You are trying to make it success and on the journey. So thank all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks.